Okay, Karen, you've got to be kidding me. You mean to tell me that you think okay, Karen is as bad as the racial epithet, the N-word? Come on. You're just a little pissed that people are finally calling out your upper middle class hoity-toity ways. Listen, I'm a little West African. I've been called nappy-haired because people think that's the only way they can insult me. Because they sure as heck can't find any research that'll refute my kind, loving parenting ways. But y'all need to get over yourselves. It is not woman hating. It's hating on an attitude that I sometimes adopt when my hair looks like this. Dang, people be getting their panties in a wad for the weirdest things. Does your kid have a safe place in your home they can go to, or a safe adult they can always talk to? If not, get them one. First of all, a safe place. This is someplace they can shut the door and no adult is ever going to enter, unannounced. A safe person is someone they can trust to share everything with. And if you can't be that for them, let them know. But don't be mad if they find someone to talk to. And this doesn't mean an online adult, an actual person that they're comfortable sharing everything with. Kids have to be able to let things go. I try to be my kid's safe place. And sometimes it means biting my tongue. But they need two things. Someplace to escape from toxicity, if there is any, and a trusted adult that they can share things with. You know, if they've got those two things, they're gonna be okay. Having ADHD or ADD is like squirrel, and it can be very treacherous. So someone in my household was having a squirrel moment, and I'm not sure who it was, but the dishwasher door got left down, and I came bolting into the kitchen, and I tripped over the door, and I stabbed myself in the leg with a knife, because not only was it open, but the knives were put in there right side up. Now that was my daughter. I do truly believe you get somebody with ADD or ADHD focused on something, dude, we get more done faster than most people do. Don't be hating. Just be careful.
Damn, you're lazy. You keep this up, you're never gonna amount to anything. Whoa. You say something like that enough to a kid, trust me, they won't amount to anything because they don't feel like anything they do is ever good enough. Parents, we have to start using kind, confirming words with our kids. I mean, it costs nothing to be a kind human. Studies show that in the long run, positive, affirming words work better than criticism. Now go love up your kids and be kind. Who do I hear you on that Zoom call with? You need to hand that phone over now.
If you're being bitchy and negative with a kid, trust me, you deserve it right back. There's a huge difference between an intrusive, toxic parent and one who's just concerned for your safety. Instead of commanding or demanding, what you can do is simply ask, "What's that Zoom call about?" All you have to do is answer respectfully. Have a conversation. Now, if you aren't in high school yet, your parents should check every once in a while just to make sure you're being safe. But if they do it kindly and you respond kindly and learn the lesson that you should probably ask before you get on Zoom calls with any adult, even me, you build trust and kids are more likely to come to you if anything bad ever does happen. PSA on parenting, and you guessed it, not gonna be popular. As the unofficial mom of TikTok, many of you have come to me to help you kind of put some sense into your parents' heads, right? Well, we all know this started with my Ban Life 360 campaign, and then the One Star campaign. Well, the One Star campaign, trying to get Life 360 banned, it's been shut down. So, who better to bend the ear of the CEO than moi? Well, I thought one of the best ways for him to kind of understand what's been going on around the country and in Canada and elsewhere is to have you guys make videos from your state about how Life 360 has impacted you in a negative way or a positive way. In addition, I hate to admit this, I downloaded the app just to kind of check it out, and my daughter has it downloaded, but Lord no, there's no way she's sharing her location with me. And I'm not going to make her. But y'all go to his page. The first 2 winners are there. Costs $0 to be kind. Have a beautiful day. Hold up. Someone just described their daughter's new boyfriend to me like this. Well, he's a Catholic. I said, why the hell would that be the first thing you share about him? Because it's his personality. I said, what? She said, but he's a Christian Catholic. I'm like, again, could we focus on if he's a kind person, has a good heart, cares about others? I mean, listen,
I've told y'all I'm a non-proselytizing Christian, which means I have my way, you have yours. I don't care if you're Jewish, Muslim, Hindi, or any other combination of anything you can be these days. You're welcome here, but please don't introduce yourself to me as, oh, I'm this religion. Because for me, it's all about what's in your heart and how you treat others. Now go have a wonderful day.
PSA on parenting, and you guessed it, not going to be popular. Listen, it is not okay for you to just send an invitation for your kids to join your Life 360 circle. And if your reason for downloading Life 360 is so you can track your kids' every move, stop it. That's not okay. But y'all, just because a bat can be used for evil doesn't mean we need to ban all bats. I want a communication piece within these apps. I want parents and kids to sit down and agree on which features they're going to use and which features they aren't. Agree on what fits for your family. Now, y'all out there be wildin' thinking I've changed sides. I'm against toxic parenting, but the One Star campaign is shut down. It doesn't work. And if you think about it, it's not really fair to companies. But I'm here to tell you, I've not changed one bit, and I'll only endorse the app after I know that they have instigated a communication piece within the app or created some kind of way for kids to have more control over whether they're tracked or not. And remember, I've been playing with it for 3 weeks. My kid's location is still off.
I've got a little metaphor for y'all. Hold up while I go get a piece of paper. One of the things I hate to hear from parents and kids is, they broke my trust, or how do I gain my parents' trust back now that I've broken it or lost it? This piece of paper represents trust between a parent and a kid. Sometimes this happens. It doesn't mean that the trust is lost or gone. It just means it's going to look a little different now. See, it's still there. Sometimes that happens. But tape will put it back together. Again, I've taped it back together. The trust is still there. It just looks a little different. All I'm asking you is that it not be an either or. Not a you have trust or you don't have trust. Just that you maybe modify the way you deal with that trust. Go have a beautiful day.
Everybody else gets to. Normal response. Well, if everybody else jumped off a bridge, would you do it too? Seriously? So your kid wants to do something that everybody else gets to. Instead of shutting them down, how about you listen? I get a lot of requests for information about curfew. Curfew's a little difficult. It has a lot to do with where you live, how old you are, but it's just about being reasonable. My own daughter's curfew is midnight. A couple times she's called me about 11:45 and said, "Hey mom, we're finishing a movie. Can I stay a little bit late?" She always comes in like 10 or 15 minutes after, and she's fine. What we can't do is stress kids out about exactly making curfew all the time. And if you press them to come home, you're putting them in danger. I mean, I hear horror stories about kids texting their parents and their parents texting back, "Get here, get here, get here, get here." Really? Try being kind. All kids really want is to know you love them and support them. And you're not trying to make them miserable.
At this point, I cannot even believe I just heard this. I have a sibling who, though she grew up with a gay sibling and a bi sibling, yes, 2 of the 6 of us, still said being gay is a choice. Are you kidding me right now? Being gay is a choice is like telling someone that they can choose whether they like mayo or Miracle Whip or red or purple. Our preferences are our preferences. We don't choose them. It just happens. And those of you who are straight who want to claim that being gay is a choice, you mean to tell me that I can tell you who you will love and you will love that person? We can't choose who makes our hearts go aflutter. And I realize there's supposed to be a moratorium on posting right now, but I did take a couple days off. And y'all, this was too important not to address. Listen, no matter who you are, what you believe in, or who you love, it costs $0 to be kind. And that's on period. This is for those of you who don't seem to still understand. Phone, diary, equivalent in today's world. We didn't want our parents opening these up in the 80s or 90s. Kids don't want their parents opening this up either.